Pizza Pacho. Pizza Pacho. Belle loves her own feet. Grandpa Joe.
It's friggin' bullshit. That's no.
Here we go.
No, we're past
Here we go.
it.
Classic Bell.
Harumph
Harumph
thing again.
Harumph about the harumph.
We've gone from haranguing to harumping. It's been one of those weeks. We need to think of another one so we can call you Triple H. That'd be funny.
The game.
It's time to play the game.
You know Triple H, the wrestler, Bill?
No, I don't.
Hunter Hursley Helms, something like that.
Is that
Hunter
his name?
Hearst Helmsley.
Hunter
Yeah.
Hearst Helmsley, sorry.
Is that his real name?
I believe it's his real name is Paul Levesque.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was Hunter before.
Actually.
Does anyone know Rey Mysterio's real name?
That might actually be Rey Mysterio.
But wait, Liam,
Stand
who's
by.
talking?
Standing by.
True. Sorry. Yep, true. Hi, I'm Liam. Welcome to the Off Air Podcast. I've got Ben over there.
Hello there.
Belle is here.
Hello.
And producer Andy.
Present, and Rey Mysterio is Oscar Gutierrez Rubio.
Do you know, it's funny, I saw Dylan Alcott was in America, and I saw his Instagram story. He got a photo of Rey Mysterio, but he was like out at dinner, and he was like wearing the mask, and I'm like,
He was wearing the mask.
I was like, does that dude just go around wearing the mask?
Whoa.
That's funny.
Have you seen Rey Mysterio, Bill?
No.
That's like, he wears like a cool mask. Like
There's
that.
photos of him without his mask on.
Yeah, I think I've seen like
Is there?
toys. with
Yeah,
that.
if you do Rey Mysterio no mask, there's photos of him. It's not
Right.
like Daft Punk.
Rey Mysterio, no mask.
Yeah, it comes up.
Okay.
Mask off.
Oh yeah.
Mask.
Yeah,
Okay,
he looks
yeah.
like what you think he'd look like.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yep.
Not that I really care, but can I see?
He's not a bad looking
No, he's a good-looking guy.
rooster. He looks like he's got a young boy's face. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He looks like Dominic
he's quite
Fike.
fresh.
He does look a bit. He does
looks
look
a
a
bit like
little bit like Dominic.
Dominic
Fike, yeah.
Fike, the artist who was also in.
Euphoria.
That's the one.
Who was your favourite wrestler, Ben, when you were at Kyber?
That's a really tough question. I think Jeff Hardy.
Nice. Yeah.
But there's
Is
so
that the
many.
Hardy Boys?
Yes.
Did they do the Swanton Bomb?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
See, I didn't have Foxtel, so I didn't really I would only see it when I went to like my friend's house. But I did have it on PlayStation, and I remember there was you could do the bikini wrestling.
Yep.
On PlayStation 2,
Yep.
which was always titillating.
A bra and panties match.
Yes.
I think that is
That is what it's
one
called.
of the great one of the great modes.
Who was yours, Andy?
Kane when I was a kid. When I was a
Kane.
kid,
Kane
he
was
just
in a
looked
horror
cool.
movie, wasn't he?
Yes.
Uh,
See No Evil.
That's
I'm
right.
Pretty sure he's the mayor of somewhere in America.
Yeah,
now.
somewhere like real middle America.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, correct. But he was just like his mask was really cool.
Yeah.
Who was it Carlito, the guy who ate the apple?
Carlito?
Was it Carlito, the guy who like spat on people?
Oh yeah. Who ate the apple and spat it out? That is a thing.
Carlito?
I think it's
I think-
Carlito.
So I don't watch wrestling anymore. I haven't watched it for many a year, but I grew up watching it. I loved it, and I still follow a lot of wrestling meme pages, so I still
Yeah.
see kind of the characters and stuff like that.
Kane when I was a kid, Punk when I was a little bit older.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Punk went to UFC. He
Got
also
his-
went
got his ass
to
kicked.
I like seeing now because I'm never a big like wrestling guy, but I like the footage of like the Hulk Hogan era, like the '80s, like Brutus the Barber Butcher, who used to beat his like opponents into submission and then give them a haircut.
Yep.
And then there's also that Randy like oh yeah,
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage. You know,
Yeah,
he's
that's,
got that.
that's real 80s wrestling.
Yeah, I their steroid intake at that point was just it's almost like it's before people's hearts started exploding, and they were just like, how far can we push this thing?
I also, as a kid growing up, I was obsessed with DX. Like when
Yeah,
DX
hell
came in,
yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Who's in DX?
DX was Shawn Michaels and
It's
you.
just the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
Heartbreak Kid,
Triple
yeah.
H.
Shawn Michaels is Shawn Michaels
you
from
think of
Chaz
Chaz Michael Michaels.
Yeah, but
yeah.
the Heartbreak Kid, he was on the long hair,
Yeah, crazy.
wore the cool pants, and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
finisher was like just a kick to the head.
Yeah, the sweet chin
Sweet
music.
chin
Sweet chin music.
and Triple H. So they formed.
Yeah, right.
So together they were DX, and they'd always go, "Suck it,
Suck
And I was
it.
like-
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like, "Oh my
and you,
god!"
like, hit,
They also had
yeah.
X-Pac, the badass Billy Gunn,
Yep.
the Road Dog, and China, who became a porn star.
That was the original DX,
Yeah.
and then more my era was when I didn't even know what DX was, and then they reformed, and I was like, "What is this?" And their whole thing was like the Attitude Era. It was like,
Yeah.
they were cool.
And like didn't because Undertaker like isn't that the whole thing? I never saw it, but I remember guys at school said that he got buried alive and he
He
came
did
back.
correct.
Yep.
Correct.
He's
hand through the coffin.
That's
Yep.
insane.
so cool.
That's very cool.
When
And didn't someone's limo blow up at one point?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
the chairman. What's he called?
Vince McMahon.
Vince
Vince
McMahon.
McMahon, and he lived to tell the tale.
I
Or he
love
wasn't in the
the-
car. Was that
I remember
the-
being a kid and the limo exploded, and I actually thought he died. I was like, "Whoa, he died!"
I like who's that annoying lady like Vicky Guerrero?
Yeah,
She'd come out, she'd be like,
yeah.
she'd be like, my husband
Yeah.
was here at SmackDown. Like, yeah,
I think her catchpage was "Excuse me."
Yeah.
yeah.
The
I actually sorry guys, I just realised Bill hasn't said it in 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
No, not at all. I could not.
Oh,
give
I'm
2
sorry
hoots.
for enjoying wrestling.
Seems like you're harumping there a
No,
little
no,
bit.
I have specifically not harumphed. I'm just letting you go.
Well, I think
I'm
we've
just
got
waiting
a
it
few
out.
minutes to go yet. I think.
because the era you were talking about, like
Yes.
the turn of the kind of the 80s,
Mm.
90s, I loved the storylines because it was all about like how one of them was like Sergeant Slaughter was an Iraqi sympathizer. Like you couldn't do that anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you had like wrestling and it's like John Cena and he's up against Booker T, but Booker T likes ISIS.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't have that. But like it was a blatant like it was
Yeah.
an overt thing. It's
No
like, we're
way.
gonna make Hulk Hogan this guy is like American. He tore up like photos of Gaddafi.
Jesus, so they were like putting it in like
Yeah.
there's like whatever makes Americans' blood boil.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
they
yeah,
were like
100%.
fully.
They were
like-
the enemy.
like, they're like,
that was
yeah,
easy.
This wrestler doesn't support the troops or whatever,
Pretty
or
much.
he believes we shouldn't all have high-powered weapons in,
Because
our,
they
in our
still
schools.
they still do that every year. They go over and they wrestle for the troops.
Yes.
They wrestle for the troops.
And God bless him. I would
God
say.
bless them.
Yeah.
God bless a lot of them.
It's such a funny wrestling is so funny, especially people who like love it. Like
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
And obviously, like as I said, I didn't love it, but it was big enough that I'm around it. Like to
Mm.
that, But didn't that is it Eddie Guerrero? He actually died, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
a few of them died.
Yeah.
Owen Hart died.
Yep.
Did one of them die like in the thing? Like
The-
their heart exploded. Like,
That was Owen Hart. Like he went down.
and isn't
that
there footage where the Undertaker sort of realizes that he's dead and he still like sort of does his bit?
which is ironic because the Undertaker was dead. But,
Yeah, he was-
but he was
he was
alive.
undead.
He was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
undead zombie wizard.
Yeah.
Yes. There's also Chris Benoit. But we don't talk about Chris Benoit.
That's actually really horrible.
It
that
is
one,
actually
yeah.
genuinely horrible.
Pretty grim.
But yeah, there's who else died from this?
Recently, do you remember Droz? Droz
No, I
died.
don't know
He used to have-
Droz.
he was the guy with all the piercings, and they used to pierce people. It was like his finishing move. He'd give someone like a tongue ring.
There was he had a few different eras, but Mankind.
is he the
yeah.
guy with a
Mick
leather
Foley.
mask?
Mick
sort of thing?
Foley, he was the one that had the sock on his
Oh,
hand, and his
yeah,
finisher was he'd shove his
yeah.
dirty sock in your
Yeah,
mouth.
the mandible claw.
Yeah. There was
What's the guy
there was
with
the
the-
boogeyman who'd come out from under the ring, and his finisher was he'd put worms in your mouth.
That's
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
scary.
It's very
What
scary.
was Boogeyman's song? Do you remember
Oh, it was
Boogeyman?
scary, it was scary.
And he had a big clock around his neck.
He was fit though, the boogeyman. Like under his makeup, he was fit.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
he I heard he had a diet of purely boogers, so he was working out like all the time.
All
and just
protein, no
eating-
fat.
just eating booger.
Anyway, look, is there any other orders of business?
No, I think we've talked about wrestling for 8 minutes. I didn't like wrestling that much. She's so angry. That's so funny.
Should we give away a
It's
plinth?
so funny.
I don't know.
yeah,
Do we
yeah.
have time?
Yes, we got time. I don't know where to be.
Whatever.
Just chopping it up about wrestling.
I'll put the plinth hotline.
Well,
Very
can
good.
I do my order of business?
Yeah, go on,
Yeah,
Bill.
while we wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
yeah.
suppose
So I posted in the Alpha Squad last night
Mm.
because my dear mum commented and said, "Did I miss my memo, or can I have a plinth?" Now I would argue that she does deserve a plinth.
She's
Or
pretty
in her
active.
words, the
She
Dutch word
is
plinth.
pretty active. What I
Now-
would say is though,
We don't reward people for being active in the Alpha
and
Squad.
I would
No, no,
say
no,
my
but
mum
then-
Leanne listens to every single podcast. So it's like if your mum gets
Well,
one, then
so-
my mum's
And
gonna
that's
get one.
fair.
But
Do
you-
the mums get a plinth?
You have also already given a plinth out to a friend.
Who
Who did I give?
did Luke get a plinth?
Luke got a plinth.
Oh, you gave Macy a plinth.
Well, Macy's
Macy's a hard-working member
part
of
the
this team.
Well, yeah.
All I'm saying is I haven't had a personal plinth.
Neither have I.
Have you, Andy?
Only the big one, which I like. It's
Oh,
kind
I
of
suppose-
like
yeah.
mine, but it lives in.
No,
your,
I think-
like, it's
No, I
a
think
muse-
we
it's
all
a
have.
museum
I think
piece,
we
yeah.
we
Have our
all
own.
got a plinth because there was 50 plus our plinths.
Yeah.
But we haven't called in a favour of like, oh, my
Yeah,
friend
we,
wants
we,
one.
we haven't.
Yeah, but I
brought in
asked.
a,
I said,
yeah.
"Oh, Luke really, really wants a plinth," and he also listens to every show and every podcast.
Yeah,
And
but we
he
can't
really
just
wanted
give
one.
plinths to everyone who listens to the podcast.
Well, he also argued that he also added more people into the Alpha Squad.
Do we
Yeah,
have?
and
Do we?
he got, and he
Yeah,
got- and he got one.
that's fair.
Yeah,
do we
and
have
got
a
one.
do we have a
Yeah.
plinth count? Like, do we actually know how many we have left at this
Oh,
point?
I think there's
There's 10 left.
about 10, yeah.
Gee whiz.
I
So
think-
we're going to be in the single digits soon.
I think. Are we
It's
happy?
okay if you don't want to. That's
Oh,
fine.
look,
I just wanted to
I'm-
bring it
I-
up.
Are we
I
happy
sort
if
of-
Jackie like does something to earn a plinth?
What about if we cold call Jackie right now? If she answers, she gets a plinth. If not, she misses. She didn't heed the call. Is
My
that
bets are she won't pick up.
is that fair though? But like
well, I think that's
I
fair.
think she might be at the gym.
I think. Well,
if she answers, she gets a
did,
point.
did she have to do a task or just answer the
Oh,
phone?
her task, as I put in the Alpha Squad, her task was giving birth to me, and I would not be here without her. So therefore,
I mean, that's just. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're grasping at straws there.
I think.
All right.
Also, would we say if Jackie Jackson answers, she gets a plinth, then we don't put the status in today because we've already given
Yeah,
enough.
that's
no,
right.
no. I
And-
don't want to rob one from everyone else.
No. That we. I think that if Jackie answers,
Yep.
she gets a plinth and a team member of the week vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And if
Okay.
not, then we'll put it in the thing.
All
We'll
right,
talk
let
about
me-
wrestling for a bit while
Let
we wait for someone.
me punch in the number and we'll give her a buzz. Not looking good for Jackie.
No, I think she's at the gym.
You have reached the message bank of 041.
Oh, it's a strikeout.
Oh, dear me.
Unfortunate.
She didn't heed the call.
I tried.
You did try. To be
You did
fair.
try. No, you
tried.
did. You made a strong case for her.
That's all right. It means that everybody else gets a chance.
So have we posted the status yet, Andy?
It's right now. It's
All
gone
right.
up.
Okay, great.
It's
Have we got any
live.
other orders of business?
Yeah,
we
I
want
was
to
going
do?
to say just a quick one. I don't know if you saw Kyle and Jackie O doing a bit where they got a show limo. And in my head, I was like, rings a little too similar to the Ben and Liam-O to me. So I saw the video on their socials and I almost thought, geez, this do we, call the dogs? Is this a plinth bomb sort of post?
You were reticent to pull the trigger on the plinth bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It's a big move.
Well, like, Oppenheimer, the movie's coming out. We sort of, when you've got that, you've got the power of the atomic bomb in your hands. You don't want to drop it willy nilly. Like
I don't know.
sort
I
of,
think our tiny limo in Adelaide. I don't know. I think
How
Kyle and
many
Jackie O,
comments
can...
has the video already got?
yeah, have a sus for us there, Ben. 'Cause
24.
Okay.
So they might not even notice a plinth bomb.
No, they would.
I reckon at least 30 people would plinth it if we
I also would
said.
say that they obviously wouldn't keep track of their socials. Like they're not watching them.
What I would
Someone
say-
would,
but
though.
their,
Someone would be
their
watching
video
it.
person. Would be
What
like,
I
"What
would
the
say
hell?"
is you'll be severely punished if you let a plinth fly without the call being made. Just sort of in war, when everyone
Yeah.
goes no, and they pull back.
Yeah. Soldiers
Like-
hold.
Yeah, you literally you would
Yeah.
get killed if you let an arrow go first because
Yeah.
like it's kind of on our command. Like when we let the fist go down, and like then all the plinths can
Yeah, yeah.
fly.
I would be happy to let a plinth bomb go on their post.
What do you reckon, Andy? Do you think that's
Yeah, I have done my everyone. I can only tag everyone once.
Oh
No, you're not listening.
I thought it was every
You're not
24 hours.
listening.
Sorry, I'm trying to get some. I'm worried that no one has called in for a plinth.
Oh, it'll happen.
Yeah, no, I'm worried too. So
It'll happen.
We're just buffering, talking about should we plinth bomb the post or not?
That's what I'm saying. But I can only at everyone to. I can only rally the
Oh,
troops.
Oh
once
yeah,
a
no,
day.
but
had
I
him
think I feel like we would
see.
rally them here. Hang on, we got a call here.
Yeah, we got a call.
Who is this?
This is Liam.
Hey, Liam!
A plinth to you on this day.
You.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. Who do we have on the next line
We've
here?
got Harry, I believe. You there, Harry?
Hey guys.
You just missed out, Harry.
Ooh.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. A real
Sorry.
kick into the
you,
shins.
you literally missed it by mere seconds, but try again next week, okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, see you,
good
mate.
stuff, mate. Appreciate you.
God bless you.
Let's move back to Liam. Did you want to hang around for a team member of the week vote there, son?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to.
God
All
bless.
right.
you.
Liam, what
lovely.
city are you in?
I'm in WA, in Perth.
Oh, wow.
okay.
What
What
early.
what footy team do you go for, Liam?
I actually go for the Adelaide Crows.
Oh, right.
Are you
there
from
go.
Adelaide and you're living in Perth?
No, I'm actually from Perth, but I just go for Adelaide.
Rogue. I like that. You just didn't like the bird team that they had available in that state.
Yeah.
Weirdly, Andy went the other way. Like he's a West Coast Eagles.
From Adelaide, go for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a bit more success on his end then.
Not this year.
No.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Liam?
Yeah, go for
Your
it.
favourite WWE wrestler from when you were a kid?
I didn't get to watch WWE wrestling as a kid. Mum and Dad wouldn't let me.
But do you like the world of wrestling? Like, if you could watch it, would you have gotten into it, you think?
Probably not. I don't
That's
think.
all right,
This
Liam.
might not be the episode for you.
When you
then.
listen back to this episode,
no.
there is 8 minutes at the start.
Yeah.
You can skip the 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes of wrestling chat.
I wouldn't
Oh,
advise
no, I'll
skipping
still
it.
listen.
Oh, that's good.
Good on you. Good
Um,
on you.
well, look, Liam, start having to think about who you want to nominate for Team Member of the Week because it is that time of the week.
It's the team member of the week. It'll probably be Ben. All right, then, let's get it started.
We do this every damn week, voting who we feel is the best team member. Thank you to, I nearly said Nathan Novak. It's not Nathan. Who did the graphic this
Janda.
week? It was Janda. It was Jason. Nathan Janda who did the graphic in the Ben Lima Bell Alpha Squad on Facebook.
I love how he goes above and beyond. Literally makes the graphic. At the moment, Andy and I are tied with 13 wins, although I think I'm ahead of him because I got 48 votes. He's got 47. Liam really going up the ranks in third with 7 wins. You got Bell on 4, and you got Brody on 4.
Andy, you were disputing the fact that because he said 0.5 sick day, and then sick day, and you said no.
Yeah, no,
You've
I
only had a
haven't
half day,
I
but
haven't
that is
had
a
it.
0.5.
No. I've had a half day. I haven't had any sick days.
But it was a sick day. That
No, it wasn't half a sick day. It was a half day.
why not
He
half
was
a sick day?
He was harangued.
Yeah, that's why it's a
Well,
half.
you're focusing on the half he wasn't here.
But
He's
the
focused
reason
on the
that
half
you
he
were
was
not
here.
here for that half is you were sick.
It wasn't a 0.5 sick day. It was a 0.5 work
Why?
day.
Why is it? Oh my God, we're not going down this
It's
again.
half full, half empty, I suppose.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
All we know is that Ben Harvey and Liam Stapleton have 0 asterisks next to their name.
Yep.
It's just a clean record. No sick days.
And for the first time ever, 2 people of the same name on
Ah.
the wheel.
Do
So
Liam-
I put Liam from WA
Yeah,
on
cool.
the.
Yep,
Wonderful,
smart.
And when it lands on that, we know that it's Liam Stapleton's turn. It's
Yep.
not Liam from WA.
Oh, don't.
No, I'm only joking.
God.
All right.
First person to vote is the
Whoa.
aforementioned Liam from WA.
Yeah, mate.
Hey.
Well, no pressure. First to vote.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I can go with Bell or Andy this week, just from all the haranguing.
Fine. That's fair.
I didn't even
Yeah.
harangue.
It's been a bit of
Yeah,
haranguing.
a bit of
You harangued Andy on the weekend.
You did.
You did.
Where was
And
that?
then she
Was that weekend?
harumphed
Oh, yeah, it
about
was.
it.
So I'm gonna have to give. I'm gonna have to give my vote to Ben.
Whoa! Love that.
Purely for taking all the zaps from the
Yeah, that's a good
baby
nom.
monitor.
It's a good
Yeah.
nom.
No, mate. Good.
Great.
You can tell you've shown your workings. You've listened this week,
Yep.
and that's a great, well executed vote.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you.
All right. I like you, Liam.
And from receiving a nomination to handing one out, it's Ben.
Yeah, look, I had a bit of a think about this before we jumped into it, and I'm going to give my nomination this week to Tom, producer Tom, for organising the tens machine extremely quickly. We had the idea I believe we had the idea Monday Arvo, and then it was all done by Wednesday, so extremely tight turnaround. Well done to Tom.
Would you give an honourable mention to Bell? Because I believe Tom was the one who
Thank
organised the
you.
deal from Preggy Central, but I believe Bell was the one who actually picked it up from
Yep,
Preggy
Yeah.
because
Central.
it
And then
was
dropped it off
in
and-
Frankston, so very close to your house. So I appreciate it. Shout out, but Tom, you organised it, so you get the nom.
Okay.
But thanks,
But
Bev.
still,
Thanks,
a
Bev.
nod, a solid,
Yeah, a nod.
a solid
Yeah,
nod.
I'm not
to say-
ignoring
I'll take
it.
the nod, I'll
Not
take
It was
the
ignoring
above. It was above and beyond behaviour
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Next up to vote, it's going to be close, but it's going to be Liam.
Okay. Yeah, some excellent work from the team this week. But for me, for organising the Tilima and getting Sam Kekovich within like 5 minutes, Australia's leading ambassador, it's a no-brainer for me this week. It's got to be producer Andy.
Yeah, that's good. Good points.
So what are we on now? We got Ben, Tom,
Me and Tom.
Andy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't think that nomination won't go remembered, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Good points as well.
Yeah.
Good nods.
God bless you.
Well, it's been. I think it's been a pretty fun week, really. I think there's been some
Oh
fun
yeah,
shows.
it's been a bit of a lull, but it was good.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Always have a lull in a week.
I'm up to vote next, and I think this is an honourable vote, but it does have a whiff of pity nom about it, because looking at Nathan Jander's fantastic graphic this week, our dear friend and show project manager Macy was harumphing about how she wasn't on the thing, because she's never actually won Team Member of the Week. So
True.
pity
Well,
nom.
she kind of left when we were doing
Yeah, when
it.
it ramped up. But
Yeah.
she, committing to not having a day off, transited from
True.
Adelaide to Melbourne this week and worked the whole time in the car,
ass.
in the back of the car. So I think that is above and beyond. And so I will give her my nomination for Team Member of the Week.
Also, if you love someone, let them go. She went to the Gold Coast Suns for 6 months there, but she came back.
Yeah.
She came back to the team.
Yep.
She's also not here today.
Is she not?
She doesn't come in on
She
Fridays.
comes. Because remember how no
So-
one comes in on Friday.
Yeah, we're the
So-
only ones here on Fridays.
So the computer will obviously have to do a rock off. For
Yep,
Mace
for
Dog at the
Macy,
moment.
yep.
Just get her on the phone and get her to yell one out, and she's not going to be able to see what the other person is. Anyway, the wheel has decided that Belle is the last one to cast a vote.
Okay, it's annoying because I have a few nods that I want to do. Am I allowed to do more than one nod?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can, you can nod to your heart's content for
You
sure.
can show your notes.
All right. I'd like to give a nod to Tom for doing the tens machine and everything and doing that. He always does a great job. I'd also like to give a second nod to Marco, the guy filling in doing our videos.
Absolutely.
He has created some amazing videos this week, but also I think actually just listens and watches the show
Yep.
from Sydney where he is while he's
Yep.
filling it. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just so good. But I will give my nom for the quick turnaround on the Lambassador.
Whoa!
To Andy.
Holy hell! There you
Look,
go.
It's a good bit.
There
it was
you
I will
go.
acknowledge that was a good
It was a
bit.
fun
That was
bit.
in the moment. He was like, why don't we do this? Got him on the phone. And then, he got the Tillymar, all the rest.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, well done, producer Andy. Well
I
done.
appreciate that, Belle.
Well done.
I appreciate that. Update your graphic, Nathan Jander. I've pulled ahead.
Yep. New
I'm
leader.
now the best team member.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Well, thanks for calling in, caller WA Liam.
Yeah, Liam,
appreciate
what
that.
were you up to when you called?
I literally just woke up.
Oh, yeah,
geez.
of course, because what time is it there? 7?
7:46.
It is 10 to 8.
Yeah.
I got
You
day
got
off from
work today?
so-
Or you got home from work?
No, I got the day off from work today.
Oh, what do you do?
I work at Athlete's Foot.
Oh,
We did a bit on Athlete's Foot one time.
Did you listen back then, Liam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
did, actually.
What was your bit?
It was who had bigger feet?
So Ben,
Ah.
I suppose
it was
when-
like is it Bigfoot? Or
Bigfoot.
something like
Bigfoot
that?
boy.
Yeah, no, because obviously,
Bigfoot boy, yeah.
with in our job, sometimes we have to do photo shoots or whatever. So we get an email and it'd be pant size, and I'm obviously have a bigger waist and stuff, and then really it was always the we're both pretty much, we thought we were size 10, but Ben always put 10.5, which used to piss me off because I'm like your feet aren't bigger than me. But then I went to the Athlete's Foot and it turns out I'm actually an 11.
But then we did a
So-
whole bit on the show
Whoa.
of measuring their feet.
and I was a Bigfoot boy, and that's one of the few things I have at Ben, that I
Very
have big feet, which of course means small penis.
You know what they say about big feet?
Yeah,
I
Can't make a
remember. I remember the old ads on TV for the Athlete's Foot where they'd bring out the terrains, and it would be people would try the new shoes on, and then it'd get
honestly, Liam, I don't know if it's just marketing, but I went to the Athlete's Foot because I was like, I want to start being a little bit more active and trying to run, and I did the thing, and they said I was an 11, which I was excited about. And I remember the girl who served me. She actually also listened to the show, or at least she does.
Yeah.
She does now. So shout out to you if you're listening. And she was like, well, this is your shoe. And I was like, Christ, that is the ugliest shoe. It would not be in a million years. It wouldn't have been the one I picked off the wall. However, literally have never had a blister or anything. I did the marathon in those shoes.
so you got
I do a lot of Ks in those shoes. And Sarah hates it because, if we're walking the dog, I'll make an effort of putting the shoes on. And she doesn't like them. But I'm like, no, if I wear my other shoes, I'll get blisters and stuff.
That's funny.
But I feel like the Athlete's
It's like
Foot.
Harry Potter. With the whole
yeah,
reservoir.
it is.
you are
The
like old
sorting
man.
hat.
Liam, do you get special training on how to use those machines, or is it pretty obvious, self-explanatory?
I think after you use it a couple of times, it becomes pretty obvious.
Yep.
But yeah,
Be real though, is it Do you just
Bit of-
walk
bit of-
on it?
bit of
and they
marketing,
You just
like-
throw the most
Yeah.
expensive shoe at someone. Like, is that what it's like? Or?
Yeah.
No, I think it's pretty good. But
Have you seen like some real heinous feet in your time?
Yeah.
Or like if someone takes their shoes off and they really stink and you got to go down there and measure them?
it's worse when the song comes in and they're not wearing socks, and you're like, well, try these shoes on. Yeah, and it's like,
But you have
I
the
just don't usually wear socks, and you're like, mate.
but you have the communal sock, don't you?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They'd be all sweaty and like
No,
smelly.
they got the little.
Well, it's
like,
worse when
the
you're like,
tissue
oh,
box.
well, you need to try them on with socks, and they're like, well, I don't usually wear socks, and you're like, mate, for hygiene reasons.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
yeah.
chuck them
But
on.
then
Gotta
do
wear a
you
sock.
give them the communal sock?
No, because like we got all these, like they're washed constantly, but they're pretty fancy socks. But
Yeah, but it's a communal
if
sock. though.
someone
It's a sock
comes
that lots
in
of
with
people
like
wear.
the worst feet in the world, we'll
Yeah.
probably just chuck them in the bin or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's also like, I mean,
Doesn't happen very much. which is
obviously
good.
this
Yeah.
point's been made before, but it's like quite a bold move to name your franchise over like tinea, like
fungus.
essentially
Yeah.
a fungus, like a
Yeah.
foot disease. Like
Fungus?
athlete's foot is not a
yeah,
nice
but
thing
it's
to have.
catchy. It's good. It's got double
Yeah, but like
meaning,
surely
it's
someone
great.
flagged like
Mate, you
know,
went there.
Well, it's true.
Literally every
And I
single
back it in.
customer that comes in says, "Oh, do you know your
Yeah.
shop name's after these?" I was like, "Yeah,
Never,
Ha, ha,
never
ha,
good.
ha, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's better? It's better than Foot Locker, and they're all dressed as umpires. Why?
What's
Yeah.
your
What's the connection there?
Who's your biggest rival in the shoe industry? Like, as someone that works at the Athlete's
Is it
Foot,
Grumbies?
when you think of another brand like Platypus or Hype, or I could go on for
Like,
a long time.
is it Scribe
Yeah,
or
It'd be Foot
Scribble?
Locker.
or-
It'd be Foot Locker.
Who do
wouldn't
you
it?
think? Yeah, who do you think of when you think they're the enemy?
be Rebel."
Oh, those bastards at
Yeah,
Rebel.
'cause
They don't have one of those
Foot Locker's
machines.
sort of got
though.
more like basketball shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
whereas
Oh,
we
is
got
that
like
why
the
they're
runners.
dressed as umpires?
Bastards, God bless them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
Interesting.
Whereas
mate.
like Rebel's actually got all the runners and stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They got but they got other. That's a different shop though, because they got all the other stuff as well. Like you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but more
Well,
like
that's
runners.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Liam, that was a fascinating chat, mate, and we appreciate you coming on. And you send your address to us, and we'll give you a plinth.
Thank you very much.
No
Cheers.
worries. See you,
Thanks
mate.
for having me.
God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
He was good, I
God
blame
bless it.
Someone's
to
still
you and
calling.
you-
Should we
you
put this person out of their misery?
Yeah. I think Peter's come on before and he didn't
Yeah.
get one.
Oh, he's
gone.
he's
He's gone.
gone.
Put himself out of his
Sorry,
misery.
mate.
God bless you,
Sorry,
Peter.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to the Off Air podcast. We'll be back next week, Plinth.
Plinth.
Flint.
Blim.